Check one, two, check one, two. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. I've been really having a pretty tough morning. Let me make sure I'm able to be heard. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. All right, good deal, good deal. So it is Saturday. Welcome. Time for some circle talk, and I'm really excited to have this brother in the house. I have been watching him do his thing for a while, ever since really. It's been about a year and a half, 2 years since I actually seen him blast off and make his presence felt on the scene here in Tacoma, Washington area and areas surrounding. I actually had the opportunity to be a part of the event that he put on Juneteenth here, right down the street from where I stay at. He put on an amazing event. Brought out a lot of important people to be a part of that important piece to Black history and to history as a whole. And to think about it, the first thing I heard about him was his comedy. He's a funny guy, a lot of jokes. He'll keep you smiling and giggling. And not only that, but he also does a little bit of barber work too. So I'm really excited to have an opportunity to sit down with Mr. Boeblast and talk about what he's been up to, how things have been going, and what's next on his journey. He's got a lot of hats that he wears, and we're going to try and touch on each and every one as we go through this conversation. So, welcome everybody, and you're in for a treat today. But first, let's go ahead and give a thank you to our sponsors, iShotToGod.com. If you're locally in the Washington area looking for anybody to do some amazing pictures for you, obviously, as you can see the picture over there, that's my daughters and me. My good friend Marvin Patterson took those pictures for us. If you need anything done, whether headshots, senior portraits, just professional shots, for a job that you're applying for, hit up Marvin Patterson, tell him I sent you, give you a great discount, a great deal. Another person, Icon ENT, shout out to my guy, Junior Thomas. If you're looking for anybody to put on an event, whether it's a birthday party or graduation party, or anyone that's just trying to, if you just need to put on a party as a whole, my guy Junior Thomas is one of the best. He can be a DJ. He can put a party together, and he has a great group of people around him that will help you bring your party to the next level. So make sure you look into that. Icon ENT. Tell him David sent you. Last but not least, the Chaya movement. Shout out to my girl Zakia. Thank you so much for always supporting and being an intricate part of what we do. Yesterday, she had an amazing event that went down in Seattle. I'm excited to hear how that went. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it out there. She knows what it is. We're going to link up, and I'm excited to be a part of anything that they got going on, as well as she is for me. We're a team, and so I want to thank everyone that has been participating in this journey with Circle Talk and anything that's affiliated with the Circle. And we're going to keep it pushing, so just keep it looking. So without further ado, let's not keep him waiting. I know he's out. And he's supposed to be working, I'm sure. And he has a big show tonight, so I'm sure he has to get himself amped up and ready to go for that. So let's go ahead and bring him on. Mr. Boeblast is in the building. Let's go. Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me?
Yeah. I done made it.
Hey,
I done made it. I'm here. I'm in here now.
Hey man, I am so excited for us to have this conversation, man. Like, we've talked a few times. I had the opportunity to work with you with the Juneteenth event, and that was amazing. I appreciate that we be a part of that, and you just have your hand in a little bit of everything. You're just kind of on top of the world right now, right? And so, thank you for being here, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you for the opportunity. We tried the first time, but timing and trying to maneuver schedules and everything didn't work out. But shit, we here, man. We didn't stop. We persistent and consistent.
Hey, you a busy man though, bro. Like literally, like I called you this morning. You out barbering, cutting hair. He said, "I'll be done here in a little bit. I'm gonna hit the house and then I'll get back with you." I mean, you just stay moving, bro.
Yeah, I try to, bro. Like, you know, I try not to be a treadmill. I try not to run in place. You know what I'm saying? I try to make sure that each day is a better day than yesterday.
Absolutely, and that's one of the trademarks of anything that I do. Every day I wake up and I keep the exact same thing you just said. How can I be better than I was the day before? Right?
Right.
So, what's your day looking like today? What you got planned once you get done with this interview?
Okay, so I just moved into my little spot, man. I'm recently a bachelor. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
So I gotta do some handiwork, some stuff that I ain't gonna lie, I usually don't rock with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm putting things together. I gotta put together what is it, like a little extra closet for my clothes and whatnot. So that's what I'm in the midst of doing. Then I got another podcast that I got to do in Bremerton before my show that I have out there, and then do the show, and then tomorrow start recycle all over again and get ready for the next week.
Bananas. How about you do this real quick just for the people? Let them know where you're going to be at tonight. How they can get in, in the building to check you out.
Yeah. So tonight I'll be in Bremerton messing with Miss My My's promotions and production. A real good friend of mine gave me the opportunity to really start traveling outside of the city. Now I get a chance to go back. It's probably been about like maybe 3 years since I got a chance to hit the stage out there, but I got a pretty good following out there, and I'm excited to go out there. If you would like to get tickets, you can probably go on Maisha Mosley, Miss Mama's Facebook page, or Miss Mama's production on Instagram, and check out the ticket link that she has there to go get a show. Or you can probably get them at the door. I want to say all the VIPs is sold out, and the tickets is getting close to being sold out. So if you want to get in quick.
Absolutely. So let me do. We're gonna rewind a little bit, man, because I know you've been in the game for a little bit. But before you got into the game, your name was Mr. Irvin. Let's talk about your upbringing, bro. How was your upbringing, brothers, sisters? Not the house life. How was that?
Yeah, so it was. So first of all, growing up, a lot of people in the community, they know me as Bobo, right? Like old school, little thick, little fat, little boy Bobo, but super athletic. Grew up playing all of the sports. Had both of my parents involved in my life, but I'm the only one that they had together, though, right? So I have 3 brothers and 1 sister, and I'm the only kid that my parents had together. So it was kind of a roller coaster, up and down. My life was up and down. I wouldn't take back anything that I went through in my life. Both of my parents were involved in the community. My dad was a football coach, and my mom was a special ed teacher for elementary. Both had trials and tribulations outside of their professions and things that they went through, but gave me the characteristics that I have today.
So, how focused were you in school, though? Because, I know growing up, you guys grew up on the hill, though, right?
Nah, I'm from the south side. I'm from south side of Tacoma. So, like, I over there off of like Warner Street. You know what I'm saying? I grew up there first. Like that was like one of my first areas where I can remember growing up, and then transferred over to like 38th and Ainsworth, and that in South Side. You know what I'm saying? All the way around, and then my middle school years, South 56, like over there by DJ Tabor's old spot. That's where I grew up. But I was the class clown, man. I was the person that I was in school. If I didn't understand it, I'm gonna act out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to act. If I don't understand the work and what you're talking about, me and the person next to me, we gonna clown a little bit, man. I wasn't stupid, but I was definitely rambunctious.
Right. So when did you know that you had that it factor when it came to being the funny man? Because you literally just need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's crazy how funny you are sometimes.
It definitely probably had to be like elementary school. You know what I'm saying? Being that class clown and clowning and getting kicked out of Miss Edwards' class in 3rd grade and making everybody laugh around me. It was super early, man. I actually first touched the stage at the age of 15. That's the first time I had my opportunity to get on stage. And that's big ups to Pierre Crockwell, which is somebody my dad used to coach. He was a major promoter around here, man. He did Kevin Hart, Tommy Davidson, Felicia from Friday, Clifton Powell. I'm talking about you name it, man. He was bringing them out, and he gave me my opportunity, bro, and I ain't stopped.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know you was big into sports when you was in high school. Everybody tell me Bo used to go when it came to the sports thing. You know, what was your favorite sport that you played when you was in school?
Man, football, bro. Football. And I ain't gonna hold you. I was good. So elementary school, I was super good, but I was damn near so good, I stopped working out and doing the things that I would do to be great, right? Like I'm talking about like 3-4 touchdowns a game type, all the way through like 6th grade. Then 6th grade, I put on some weight, but I was still good, but I wasn't as good. Then high school, I became like more of a knucklehead and hanging out with my gangbang partners and doing all that. I was torn between hanging out with my hood partners and my sports partners, right? And so I didn't at Lincoln, I didn't get a chance to play varsity football because I got kicked out of school. And then my junior year, I ended up going to Chief Leschi. Coach Rico Tipton used to work at People's Center with Michael Bradley. Kind of gave me a way back into school through sports at Chief Leschi. My mom knew him, and then I kind of got back in, played varsity over there, did good, played linebacker, but was always a 5-weeker, right? Because my grades wasn't right, so I could never play at the start of the year. And I played a year. My bad, I'm long-winded, but I played a year of varsity over there at Chief Leschi, and then went back to Lincoln because the culture at Chief Leschi it wasn't what I was used to at that Native American school. It was dope. It was dope, but it wasn't what I was used to. So I found a way to wiggle my way back into Lincoln. Didn't play sports, but when I graduated, I ended up playing semi-pro for the Bengals and a couple other semi-pro teams, and I found myself again. Like I was good. I was dope. But throughout then, I coached though. So between 15 until now, I coached. So I never stopped coaching. I always was a football coach, and it was dope, man. Yeah,
absolutely. That's cool. And you were saying, like, when did you actually get into the Barber thing? When did that come?
Bro, so I started that when I was 15 years old too.
Oh,
So
really?
between coaching, cutting hair, and doing comedy, the 3 C's in my life, you know what I'm saying? I started all of those things around the same exact time. And I used to get like freestyle design. First of all, my cousin Duke, he used to get these haircuts, and I was always fascinated, like, damn, bro, who's cutting your hair? And he took me to this backyard barbershop where I can get these MC Hammer lines inside my hair. And bro, like you remember when he had all the parts on the side and he was all the way chipped in? Yeah. So I had those. And my cousin was kind of into it. My dad used to cut my hair, and I liked the way my dad had a nice touch. Like I used to fall asleep. The haircut wasn't that tight. It was definitely a bowl cut, but it felt good. So between my dad cutting my hair, my cousin having the swag and getting his hair cut, and then one of my partners, which I actually named my youngest son after his middle name, Duvall D.E., he used to go get these fascinating designs by Ali that used to work at Sheps. Remember Sheps back in the day over there on South Dakota Way? Yeah. So I went to him, and eventually I started drawing up my own hair designs and selling them back to him. You know what I'm saying? And doing that. And then I got my own clippers, and my brother, he used to go bald head, and I would practice my fades on him before he cut his hair bald. And I knew I was good. I finally knew I was good when he stopped getting the bald head and keeping the fade that I gave him.
There it is. Hey, that's when you know you made it.
Hey, that's when you
come back with that fade. So let me ask you something, man. Like I was thinking about this, and this is off the record. I have a list of things that I wanted to talk to you about. This is something that I remember the last year since I met you. We went to a funeral together, bro. And they asked you to speak. Remember?
Londale?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been pretty crazy in our streets, man. Like how crazy to you do you think it's been here in Washington and like seeing the people that we grew up next to, the people that we hung out with, just left and right fall down. Gun violence, health, the whole nine. What is your take on that? What do we have to do to improve in that?
Yeah, bro. So that's tough, right? And full circle, like this with bananas. What's the name of your podcast?
Yeah.
It's Full Circle, right? So we experienced these things in the 80s and 90s, and for a while it filtered out where it was like, excuse me, it was sporadic when it would happen, but it wasn't how it was back in the days, and it is now. And now it's back. But the one thing that I feel like we can do as older mentors, and now I guess we the OGs of it, right? I feel like we need to stop separating us from the youngsters. So basically, when we give these youngsters advice, we need to stop saying, well, back in the days, we was like this and you youngsters is like that. That's why this and blase, and really show them we're more alike than what you think. You know what I'm saying? We're synonyms. We're not antonyms. We're alike. And once we can realize that and start coming at them with a certain level of respect, they'll respect the words and the wisdom that we can give them and embrace the pride that we want them to have and not the pride that they're trying to gain.
Facts. It was really good, and I have to say this now because I couldn't say it because it was so connecting, so many people there, and so many emotions at that funeral. The words that you said were not only on time, but you also threw some humor in it to, kind of get everyone back to not only who you were, but who Londale was as a person. You know what I'm saying? Because he was an amazing guy, always with everybody, and he cracked a joke here and there. And that's the one thing that your said from top to bottom. So I appreciate you saying those words that you said that day.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. That kind of goes with my comedy mantra and motto. Like, you laugh at it or die from it. Like, you gotta be able to smile through your pain sometime. Like, you're gonna have your moments where you're down and out, but you gotta, be able to see another side of that detriment that you're going through, because the sun is gonna rise with or without us.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you think is the one thing, if you can pinpoint on one thing, what kept you from, because I'm like you, I had a bunch of friends that I hung out with when I was in high school, ran away from home, I was hanging out with gangbangers, and there was one thing that kept me from getting into the gang myself, and that was, the church, going back to church. What's the one thing that you can pinpoint on to say that kept you from jumping in?
Okay, so you say one, I'm gonna give you two quick ones. The first one is I didn't want to be like the things I didn't like. That's the first one. The second one was simple shit. I like my freedom. I didn't want to go to jail. I went to jail one time, man, for a little felony, and I was in the holding tank with somebody that was they was snapping in and out of coming off their high, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't want to do that. If that's what I got to go through, you guys could just jump me off. I don't want to be a Crip anymore. Like, it's over. I'm done.
It's funny though because I mean that it makes sense, but think about it. We still hung out with these people. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? What do you think was the one thing that prevented us from ending up right there with those people, either in the hole or you shot or dead or something? Because I know you've seen a lot of people around you that you hung out with past. But what kept us? What do you think? What do you think kept you from that?
What kept us? What do you think?
Because I mean,
you from that? Because I know who I am. Because I mean, I think that's the main thing. A lot of the partners that I even still have now, if I ask them, man, what do you want to be? Well, who are you outside of this? They say, I don't know. And I lucked up enough to where I had sports, I had comedy, I had barbering, I had these other alternatives outside of the negative things that were around me that I could turn to.
Yeah, For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So
For
what are you
sure, for
telling
sure.
the young person right now?
So what
There's
are you
this
telling the
15-year-old
young
right now.
person
He's
right now?
looking
There's
up
this
to you,
15
seeing
year old
your
right now
comedy.
looking up to
Absolutely
you,
loved you.
seeing your
Came up to you
comedy.
afterwards, asked you for
Absolutely
an
loved you.
autograph,
Came up to
and
you
said,
afterwards,
"Sir,
asked you for an
I really
autograph.
love what you
Said,
do,
sir,
but
I
I've been
really love
hanging
what
out
you
with
do,
these
but
guys that are
I've been
involved in
hanging out with
gangs
these
and
guys that are
drugs.
involved in gangs
How do I
and
get out
drugs.
of this mold? What do I
How
have
do
to
I
do to
get
get
out
out
of
of this
this
mold
mold? What
and
do I
follow
have to do
your
to get
lead?"
out of this mold and follow
What
your
do you tell?
lead? First off, take advantage. Take advantage of the adults' help that will help you, because when you're an adult, adults don't want to help you no more. They figured you could do it for yourself. My grandmother used to tell me, appreciate your youth. You know what I'm saying? And so that kind of goes hand in hand. Like right now you have the opportunity to get a scholarship, to have somebody want to donate their time, donate their money to you. Once you become a certain age, like 25, 30, people expect you to be able to do that on your own. So don't be in a rush to be an adult. Appreciate your youth and take advantage of the help that's around you.
Speak on it. Absolutely, absolutely.
Speak
So
on it.
let me ask you
Absolutely,
something, man, because
absolutely.
I know you
So let
guys
me ask you
you
something,
was,
man,
you
because
was calling
I
for
know you guys,
a cast of people
you
to
was
come and
calling
show up
for
somewhere for
ask the
uh,
people to come and show
a
up somewhere
comedy
for
show that you were
a
creating, right?
comedy show that you were
Like a
creating, right?
series.
Yeah.
How
Like a
did that go?
series.
Let us know. Let us know,
How did
how did
that
that
go?
go for you?
Let us know. Let us know how did that go. Are you referring to the show I just did last week?
Where you ask people a casting call, hey,
Where you
everybody
ask
come
people a
show up. I'm
casting
going to be
call, hey,
recording.
everybody come show up, I'm gonna be recording. No, so basically what I did last week is a pitch, right? So if I call it a comedy special. So
Okay.
I'm gonna create this movie. I'm gonna do my own. I'm gonna do my own movie. I'm gonna do my own little comedy special movie,
Okay.
and I did that at the Edison Square. I basically did about like 45 minutes on stage, but that's just a piece of the movie. I'm definitely gonna have some interviews, have some back shots and behind the scenes. I got some skits that
Nice.
that are also gonna be inside like this hour
Yeah.
long content, this little movie that I'm gonna be doing. And I look forward to putting that out in
Yeah.
July. I feel an obligation to put our city on, put our region on in a
Yeah.
way that could be seen nationally, where it could generate money uh, for people that come out of town to come see you, to come see me, to come see anybody else that has anything worth paying attention to.
Man, and speak on it. And we need to see more of that, which is just crazy because
Speak on it.
there's so many
And we
talented
need to see
people
more
in
of that, which
Washington,
is just
in the
crazy
Tacoma
because
area,
there's so
Tacoma,
many talented
Lakewood, Parkland
Washington
area
in
that
the
we
Tacoma
know
area,
that are
Tacoma, Lakewood,
extremely talented,
Parkland
whether it's
area that we know that are
music, whether
extremely
it's
talented,
doing
whether
playing
it's
sports,
music, whether it's
comedy,
doing playing sports,
podcasting, all of this
comedy,
stuff. We see so many talented
podcasting,
people
all of this stuff. We
that
see
are
so
just
many
trying to be
talented
heard, that
people
are
that are
stuck in
just
these
trying to
little
be heard, that
cul-de-sacs
are stuck in these
and
little
can't
cul-de-sacs
find
and
the help
can't
needed to
find
get them
the help
in front of
needed to
someone
get
that's going to
them
help.
in front of
And
someone that's
for
going to
you
help
to
you.
create something like that,
And
it
for you
sounds
to
like an
create
amazing
something
thing.
like
And I
that, it
hope and
sounds
pray
like
that everything falls
an
through in
amazing
the way
thing.
it's
And I hope
supposed
and
to.
pray that,
Not only with
everything falls through in the
people
way it's
getting
supposed
in
to.
a place
Not
where
only
they can
with
get donations or get
people
some help
getting
or some
in a place where
direction,
they can
but
get
not only
donations
see
or get
you
some help or
create
some direction, but
this
not only see
series
you
for
create
us to
this
jump
theory
on top of and
for us to
support you through.
jump on top of and support you through. Yeah, thank you, man. Just recently, I kind of converted laugh therapy into a nonprofit, right? So
Mm,
that will be geared towards funding for kids that have any after school program, whether it's educational or athletic. You can come to me or whoever we're involved with as far as laugh
yeah,
therapy and get some funding for that. Also,
yeah,
post high school funding, right? So like if somebody wants to go to Bates, Clover Park, or they want to be they need money for studio time. They need money for
yeah,
whatever case might be between the ages of 17 to 25, or they feel
that's awesome.
neglected, or they don't know what direction to go. We'll have some type of a funding for them to where we can help them get jump started. They don't feel like they got to do the wrong thing to get their funding.
Man, that's crazy. And to think of all these people out here that we know personally that got this money, got the means to make this stuff happen, and you aren't hearing about them doing anything like this themselves. You know what I'm saying? There should be more of us, contributing to this, to the people, to the kids that really could use the help. And so I appreciate you for that, man. And any way that I can be of assistance, could be of assistance to help make that happen. Definitely keep me in the loop, bro. I want to see it happen. I think you have an amazing thing, an amazing message that people need to jump on top of and support. So yes, keep doing that.
Well, to piggyback off what you said, like, for the longest, I felt the same way you just reiterated. Is like we have so many other people that we feel should be putting on, but at the end of the day, everybody doesn't see their obligation as being the same as mine and yours, right? So they're within their own right for not doing what they feel like they should do. I just feel the obligation to do it. And I made a few statements a couple years back gearing towards what you just said, and I kind of want to regurgitate that because them people deserve to live their life, man, and deal with their success the way that they feel like they should deal with it. I just feel like it's on me to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where my security lies. It's within giving other people security and feeling secure the same way I do.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And there wasn't any shot against anybody that's I'm just saying, I mean, we all put on this earth to do something. To me, all put on this earth to help, men, women, children, anyone that could use some type of assistance. I have the means to make it happen. That's why I put on this earth. You are saying exact same things that I do say. The laugh therapy, nonprofit, and try to help any and every person use it. Man, we on the same page, man. Let's go. We need to work.
For sure.
Town love. How important is the town to you, bro? How important is the town to you, bro?
Bro, you see this?
Yep.
So for everybody that don't know, this is part of my new branding on 10. 10, 253 equals 10. I'm trying to change the narrative around here, right? And so I'm trying to keep up with the youth and keep up with the youngsters and rebrand the area to create a certain amount of pride that will put us on the map. So I'm on 10. 10 is my pinnacle. I'm on 10. I'm always on 10. 253 Tacoma is on me all the time.
Man.
If you notice me whenever I'm out and about, I'll have on some quarter tray gear, which is by my partner Dip. You know what I'm saying, Derek? That's his brand, quarter tray. I rock with. Yeah, shout out to him. I got screen my social junkies. I stay rocking his stuff. I stay rocking Perfect Screw Up, ETC. I stay wearing all type of local Tacoma brands, man, and putting on in any way that I can. I gotta like it though. It gotta look good, but I'm definitely gonna put it on, man. And everywhere I go, I'm trying to put this on. Trust me, if I do make it big, and when I do make it big, I won't be saying I'm from Seattle. I love Seattle, but I'm gonna be like Tacoma, so people gotta ask questions. Where's that at? I'll say 30 minutes south of Seattle. I'm gonna put on, man. I love Seattle. I love Portland. I love everywhere in the Pacific Northwest. But Tacoma, man, I'm on 10. That's where I'm at.
Let's go. Hey, I am so down with it. You need to give me one of those hats or a shirt, whatever you can. I need on 10 because I'm repping 253 till the day I leave this earth. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't born here, but I'm raised here, and this is all I know. I'm just like you. I'm on 10. Let's go. I'm just like you. I'm on 10. Let's go.
Yeah, say that 10. Hashtag on 10, baby.
Hey, y'all support that on 10. That's where we are. So let me check. Make sure I got my list. Let's see. What's one of your biggest accomplishments in comedy?
Winning the Nate Jackson Super Funny Comedy Funniest MF Out There contest. Like, for the longest, I was so nervous to enter any contest, bro.
Last year, right?
Yeah, that was last year. There was over 200 entries and over like 55 contestants, right? And this was his first one. Just opened up the comedy club. The comedy club been popping. and I put my name in the hat, man, not knowing what the outcome was going to be. I felt like I was solid, but there were some hitters in there, and actually, I felt like I could have lost. I'm not going to lie to you. Like the Sherry Hardiman, Debbie Wooten, Ashley Russian, a couple of people had some hitters. There were some hitters in the finals, man. And I edged them out and I won that joint, bro. Like that was super big for me, man. And to have that platform to be able to win that joint, I think that right there propelled my confidence and all of the upper opportunities that you've seen over the last year and a half, man. And that was a big deal for me, bro.
I remember that too. I remember you talking about it. I remember you, and I remember you finally posting up. I got it. Everybody was there for you, and everybody was there. Man, I can't wait. Shout out to Nate Jackson too, man. I've been trying to get him on for a minute. He is busy. So we still in the works. Shout out to the comedy club. Shout out to the comedy club. Shout out to yeah. What's going on in the future? Not just today, but moving forward. What can we expect from Boeblast?
Well, as I reverted to earlier, like that movie, you know what I'm saying? My little special. I got a lot of traveling going on now, right? So I feel like I don't want to say I conquered, but I feel like Tacoma knows who I am, and Lakewood knows who I am. Now it's on me to kind of get Portland to rock with me, Seattle to rock with me a little bit more, Idaho, Montana, more places in the Pacific Northwest. I recently just went out to the Bay Area and did something at Tommy T's at a comedy club out there. I'm going with Nate Jackson. I'm gonna go with Nate Jackson to Washington D.C. to open up for him at a comedy club. Yeah, called the Comedy Loft out there. So now it's time for me to spread my wings a little bit, man, and get my name out there and see what we could do nationally.
Absolutely, man. That's cool, man. I wish you all the best, man. I know you're gonna do your thing. You're gonna support the team all the way. So working on that, man.
Energy.
Okay, so how important is your family to you, man?
What else you got, man? It's legacy, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's everything I got. I got three sons, man. And I got it. Like I had a lot of names. As I told you before, I've been cutting hair since I was 15. So of course my goal was to open up a barbershop. So I had plenty of names that I wanted to name my barbershop. But a couple of years back, I had a conversation with my good friend named Don out of Seattle. He was my first like real friend that I met out of Seattle. And that didn't happen until I was about like 36 years old, 35 years old. And I'm cutting his hair, and we were talking about things, and he started talking about legacy, and that converted my whole mind around. And when I had the opportunity to open up my first barbershop, I scrapped all of the other names and named it Irvin's Barbershop. So I had something to leave my kids and my other family members behind, something to make them proud of, man. It's everything. It's everything I got, bro.
Absolutely. Great answer. It don't get no better than that. Everything. It don't get no better than you got. So if there's one person that you can give thanks to for your whole blueprint of who Boeblast is, there's just one person that you would give thanks for having me in your life.
One? All right. I'm gonna say me.
Interesting.
I'm happy that I got me in my life, right? Because we all have two personalities, like you said. We all have two personalities. And I have one of my personalities in me that are way stronger than the other, that allows for me to make the decisions I need to make that are positive moving forward, that allows for me to make tomorrow better than yesterday. Or than what today is. And so I appreciate the thoughts that I give myself to prepare myself moving forward, man.
Man, that's powerful. That's interesting. That's powerful. I tried to stump you too, and you. I tried to stump you too. You said me, shoot. more is it? I mean, if I don't know me and I don't enjoy me, I don't like me, then there is no me.
I can't do that for anybody else. Like a lot of people are miserable. Hurt people. And so I got to make sure that I'm not hurt so I can generate the right amount of energy to fill my obligations for our city and our community and my family, bro.
Absolutely. So is there anyone that you can say is your idol when it comes to your craft around anyone?
Man, it would be a laundry list, bro. I got my mom. My mom's funny. My dad's funny. Like I said, Pierre, he put me on. Pierre Crockwell, Spice, rest in peace, Spice, back in the day. Idris, Iris, you know what I'm saying? We clown my big homie. Lil Ron Johnson, Kai. Just a laundry list of people that I grew up. John, one of my best friends growing up. It's a long list. Right now, my head is down because I'm not trying not to forget nobody. Dorian, Chris Crazy, Dangerous, From the Hill. There's so many people, man. If I'm missing out on anybody, please fill in the blanks if you're watching. Type it in, bro. Like,
tap it in,
bro.
Yo.
Like, you know what I'm saying? The teachers that I used to clown and get kicked out with. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Dr. Douglas. My God, Mr. Yates that helped me graduate high school at Lincoln. Like, there's so many people, bro. It's a long rundown that I feel obligated, and I feel like I got to pay homage to all of those people. If I missed anybody's name, I promise. Eric Overgaard, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, there's so many people. Like, right now, I'm trying to buy time to think, like, who else? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's everybody, bro. Bernie Mac, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. Richard Pryor, you know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, you wanted to build your craft around each and every person, take a look in front of you to create something unique and something like you. You have a little bit of piece from everyone so that it ends up being you, you know?
Yeah.
That's the best answer you could go.
That's the best answer you could go. Man, so it's like I try not to emulate their persona on stage, but more so their professionalism. Somebody told me back in the day when I was just start doing my comedy, they said, Bo, nobody could do you better than you. And so I'm trying to give the crowd the best me I can give, not the Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor. I want their professionalism, but I want to be me every single time I touch the stage. That's why I don't know if you've seen my intro from my special. I've seen nobody in the history of comedy have the intro that I had when I came to the ring like a boxer with my partner Block Rep Shad rapping in front of me as I'm coming behind him with my entourage getting ready for the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't seen something like that done before. I try to be innovative and be me every opportunity that I get.
Man, shoot! Shout out to Block Rep too. We know the same people, bro. We know the same people, bro. We're on the same circle of people. Block Rep opened up my first CD release. They was a part of my first CD release. Block Rep and his crew.
Much love to my partner DJ Don G, my partner Steve Taylor, Punkin. All them used to hang out with me in the basement. King Lee's, DE, all of my partners, PJ, Simeon. These are all my best friends, man, that help mold me, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Sure. So, real quick, guys, if there's anybody out there that wants to ask any questions, go ahead and drop a couple questions. I got about 5 more minutes. We'll go, and then we're going to go ahead and close up shop. He has something yesterday tonight, something pretty major. And I have a son that's been anticipating coming through this door. So, we got about 5 minutes. If you guys have any questions, I got one more question for you. Let me see. I think I might have already asked this one. Your dream show. Your dream show of people to be on the bill with you. Who would be on that dream show here?
Robin Harris, Bernie Mac, Red Fox.
Wow.
And me. That's it.
That'd be a
That's
good
it.
show, though. That'd be a really good show.
Yeah, that show would be lit. Oh, that show would be lit.
So let me think, man, because I pretty much fulfilled my question. You led through it pretty easy, bro. You got any questions for me?
Nah, I appreciate you, man. Who you got? Who's the next show for you? Who you got coming up next?
I got a good friend of mine. I used to work with this guy's named Marquise Taylor. He worked with me at the facility I work at now, and left the facility to create his own business. So he's a fitness guy, really buff. He works out all the time. But doing amazing things. He also has alopecia. We want to talk about that. It was a kind of a big deal the other day. So, what's your thought process on that?
Bro, so until I found out that he just got 10 years of being suspended, I thought it was fake. But I thought the narrative that they wanted for the people to see was real, which was the protection of women's security with the alopecia or their appearance, or we're tired of people talking about our personal life. We're tired of even talking about it ourselves. So when him saying keeping our name out your effing mouth was like saying we're done with everything. We're fed up.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was just the message that they want the world to do. I didn't know that. I didn't feel like the slap was all the way official and real, but I felt like the message was.
I feel like he picked the smallest person to slap. I mean, if it would have been anybody else, Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac.
Quick heads up. It's about to get real. My mom's about to walk in this door and get loud real quick. So it's about to get real quick.
Right.
They don't know that I'm doing this interview, so I'm just giving you a heads up. Watch how turned up it's about to get. Hold on, watch.
No worries.
Watch. What you say? She said, "What I'm doing, stank." Look, she's so happy I got my own little part.
Oh, that's cool though, man.
Mom, I'm doing an interview, so don't come in here all loud. I'm doing an interview for this podcast right now as we speak. Look. Oh, it's your podcast is on? Look, come here real quick.
Mama Urban in the building, y'all. Mama Urban in the building, y'all.
Hey, how you doing? What's up,
Come
y'all?
over here. Come close.
Hey, how's it going? How are you today?
You know it's all good. Getting my boy filled up with some groceries. Yeah. Groceries in the house.
Amen. Hey, it's a beautiful thing.
Here come Aunt Sid.
Hey, this is my aunt. She's the one that taught me how to cuss.
Yeah.
Everybody, come here. Come look. My aunt Sid.
Hello.
This is my aunt. Come here. Aunt Sid.
How you doing, Auntie? How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Bless, doing wonderful.
Hey, she used to whisper cuss words. She used to whisper cuss words in my ear and make me laugh. And we laugh like this with each other after we say the cuss words.
Absolutely, man. Hey, that's a beautiful thing that the family's coming to check on you and take care of you, bro. And they still love you and appreciate you. Continue to grow and become a man. I'm really excited for everything that's going on with you moving forward, man. I'm definitely going to be in the loop. I got to catch a couple of your shows. This year we got to team up and do something, man.
Real quick. April 16th, I'll be in Centralia for a comedy show out there. I'll have the time date and location. The time and location for everybody on my Facebook page. Then I'm bringing Slink Johnson out here to Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club on May 12th. If you guys don't know who he is, he's Black Jesus on Comedy Central. He has his own brand called Smoke Yours. He's something like a big deal, you guys. So come on out and support your boy May 12th at Nate Jackson.
Absolutely, man. Definitely appreciate you making this happen, man. And great interview. I mean, I appreciate you sharing your story and all the ups and downs. Any jokes you want to tell us before we leave? The floor's open for you.
Hey, can I say a small cuss word?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right. Hey, my auntie said, "Damn it!" So look, this is a quick street joke. It ain't mine, but it's a great one. It's something that everybody can run with. All right. So Dave, what did the tub say to the what did the tub say to the toilet?
What did the tub
say? He said you may get more. Yeah, he said you may get more ass than me, but I ain't taking no shit from nobody.
I'm over here crying, yo. Amazing. You funny, man. You funny. I do appreciate you, man. You always keep it lit, man. I appreciate it. And I need one of those hats, bro. You gotta slide me one of those hats. I don't know where I can get it from, but let me know.
And I got you some of my merch, man. The Laugh Therapy.
Hey, I'm in there. I'll wear it next week too, man. Hey, I got you a cup and some things in there as well. When we get together.
For sure.
Anybody that came to the show, they all get a mug.
All right, thanks a lot, bro. I look forward to rocking with you and connecting with you and making other things happen. Juneteenth's coming up fast. Let's connect.
I'm with it. I'll be there. You know, anything you need, I'll be there. You know, anything you need, I'll be there. All right, y'all. We done for today. Thank you guys so much for riding with us here at Circle Talk. Like he said, next week, get y'all Marquise Taylor. He's in the field telling us about his journey from being a working man to being a man. Listen up for that. It's going to be next Saturday, Marquise Taylor. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you guys next week. All right, then. Peace.